What if I told you that hidden within every sacred symbol, every ancient myth, and every major spiritual tradition lies a single unifying code? A structure so profound, it not only maps the entire universe, but mirrors the very blueprint of your soul. It's not just a metaphor. It's not just a tree. It's something much older, far more intricate, and alive. This is the tree of life, but not the one you've been shown. This is the one they never told you about. Make sure you subscribe now, because this journey into the forgotten origins of the tree of life will reveal insights that may shift how you see yourself forever. Let's begin. From the icy tailies of the Norse to the golden sands of Egypt. From the temples of Kabbalists to the silent meditations under Bodhi trees. The tree of life appears again and again. To the Norse, it was Yggdrasil, a towering ash that connected 9 realms. To the ancient Egyptians, it was the akkat tree, whose fruit offered immortality. To the mystics of Kabbalah, it was a ladder of divine emanations. To the Hindus, it became the asvatha, whose roots grow upward and branches grow down. Even the Maya etched it in stone, the Siba tree, a cosmic axis. How could cultures separated by oceans and centuries share the same cosmic symbol? Because they weren't copying each other. They were remembering something real. Something imprinted into the human psyche, and possibly the very architecture of existence. To the ancients, the tree wasn't symbolic poetry. It was functional, a multi-dimensional map. 3 worlds, 10 dimensions, 22 connective paths. In the Kabbalistic tradition, the tree maps the journey of creation, from the most ineffable divine source to the densest point of matter. But it also maps you. Keter, the crown, the divine spark before form. Chokmah and Bina, your intuition and intellect. Tiphereth, the radiance of your heart. Yesod, the subconscious. Malkatha, material world, your body. Each sephira is both a realm and a frequency, a level of consciousness you can access, a stage of evolution. Climbing the tree is the return, not upward, inward. Here's something they rarely mention. The tree of life overlays the human body with uncanny precision. Look at it. 10 spheres align with major chakras and energetic centers. Keter, above the crown. Tiphereth, the heart. Yesod, just above the root. The left and right pillars, severity and mercy, map to your feminine and masculine sides. The middle pillar? That's your spine. The central channel mystics refer to in every tradition. In yoga, Sushumna. In Taoism, the central meridian. In Qigong, the microcosmic orbit. They all speak of raising energy through this channel, of activating latent light within. This is the tree. Within you, between the 10 spheres, are 22 paths. They aren't arbitrary. They correspond to the Hebrew letters, the Tarot's major arcana, and more importantly, they correspond to stages of transformation. Each path is a rite, a passage, an alchemical process. Initiates didn't memorize these. They walked them. A movement from fear to understanding, from ego to soul, from illusion to clarity. These were not metaphors for study. They were lived, breathed, survived. And each path unlocked a different gate in the self. But what no one told you is that the tree has a shadow. In mystical texts, it's called the Qliphoth, the shells. The inverted tree. These are not demons. They're psychological fragments. Addiction, pride, rage, guilt. When the tree of life is unbalanced, when energy gets stuck in one sephira, shadow emerges. You can't climb the tree without confronting these echoes. The descent is just as sacred. As the ascent. As Carl Jung said, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. This is the tree in its fullness. In nearly every spiritual cosmology, there exists a world axis, a cosmic spine. In shamanism, the world tree. In Christianity, the ladder of Jacob. In Buddhism, the Bodhi tree. In Egypt, the Jed pillar. In Hermeticism, the Caduceus dot. These are not different things. They are one archetype dressed in many names, a conduit of consciousness, a stairway between dimensions. The ancient knew. To ascend, one must harmonize, balance the opposites, erect the inner axis, and when the axis is awakened within, something miraculous happens. The tree begins to glow. You no longer read it. You become a dot. Every sacred tree bears fruit. In Eden, it was forbidden. In Kabbalah, it was divine, but the fruit was never a sin. It was gnosis. Direct knowing, not intellectual understanding, but visceral remembrance that you are not a disconnected being floating through chaos. You are a branch of the whole. Every spiritual practice, from breathwork to mantra, from prayer to dance, was designed to help you taste that fruit, to experience yourself as the tree, not a seeker climbing upward, but a being rooted in the earth, stretching to the stars. Freemasons, Gnostics, Sufis, alchemists, ROCIC or UCI and STOT, they all guarded this knowledge. They encoded it in stained glass, in labyrinths, in architecture. Why? Because this pattern holds power. It's the blueprint of human transformation, of spiritual sovereignty. If you awaken the tree within, no system can control you. No dogma can define you. This is why it was veiled. This is why it was hidden in plain sight. Until now. So here's what no one told you. You are not a leaf on the wind. You are not a lost soul looking for the way. You are the tree, the roots of ancestry, the trunk of presence, the branches of potential, the fruit of wisdom. Everything you've ever sought, healing, purpose, love, awakening, isn't outside of you. It's structured within you. In the pattern, in the flow, in the tree. All you must do is remember, the tree of life is not a mystery to be solved. It is a presence to be embodied. Every time you choose truth over fear, every time you forgive, every time you follow the quiet wisdom of your heart, you climb, and in climbing, you become dot. If this awakens something inside you, subscribe now, because the mysteries go deeper than you were ever told. And this was just the beginning. Until next time, stay rooted, stay rising, and never forget, the tree is within you.